Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns! Everything burns! Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns! Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Everything burns! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns! Everything burns!
Hello and welcome back. It is time to continue playing Final Fantasy XIV with, I don't know if he's Inspector or Investigator or whatever, Hardiboiled, and Hildebrand, of course. Hildebrand is here as well. Had an absolutely insane time last week, so time to continue that. Hop on over here. So, here we are with Hardiboiled outside of his apartment, and that is a ginormous door. Why is that door so big? Well, I suppose you do have some pretty tall... I don't know, even an Ellison I think is too short for the needs of this door. Hardiboiled's stoic silhouette is a fixture amidst the bright lights and bustle of Truvia.
If it isn't Genosia,
Been keeping yourself sharp, I trust? Sharp as a razor. Good to hear. In our line of work, you gotta stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good moment to come by. I've managed to recover more data and learned about another experimental subject. Oh-ho! I dare say that is the cue for us to lend our investigative skills once more! Hello, Hildebrand. And Nashu. It seems this criminal had his soul put into the body of a Kafiloa. I'm going to say that's how it's pronounced. That's a two-legged wolf, in case you weren't familiar. Prior to that, the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, targeting everything from shops to government facilities. Didn't have any grand motive. Was all for the thrill of it. A real piece of work. Like the sticky-fingered Cyclops, odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body, and is a pawn of the mysterious researcher. Such a fiend wreaking havoc in a densely populated area would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfman were to make mischief, I expect he would be somewhere outside this city. Not half bad reasoning for a soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. We don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I've a mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Myman's his name, and his business is knowing every bugger else. Says, come on, he ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Mymond, does that not remind you of our friend Wymond?
It does! Do you suppose we'll get to meet a Yormund too?
Nashu, no, Nashu, no. No, see, there's Wymond with a W, and then Mymond with an M. Sanity comes immediately. Hello, Mymond. Ain't often I see you with company, Detective. What can I do you for today? We're looking for a fiend. A fiend with the mind of a criminal. Literally. Thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend. Sounds like a recipe for trouble, all right. Now, can't say I've heard any talk of vandalism, neither in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary Kafiloa near the barrier recently. It went into Vanguard and didn't come back out, so he assumed it went to Shaloni. What struck him the most, though, was the queer way it moved. It seemed more man than beast, he said. Kafiloas are fiercely territorial creatures that live in packs. This lone wolf's our vandal. I'd wager my gun on it. We'll head to Shaloni right away. Thanks for the lead, Maimond. "'Tis truly uncanny indeed, the resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Wymond, and information is his stock in trade as well." Eh? Not only do we have similar faces and names, but we're in the same business besides? Well, bugger me with a lightning rod. You know, you look rather like the detective yourself. Only you're either younger or have a better skincare regimen. You brothers or something? Ridiculous! Detective Hardiboiled and I are not the least bit alike. Right, don't compare me to this preening ninny. Alright, didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. But you, lass, something about you reminds me of the detective's assistant. Takes me back, it does. We should get going. Let's gather in front of Vanguard before heading to Shaloni. So the detective also had an assistant, and something happened to her. Gosh dang it, stalker. Stop it. Stop it. Leave her alone. This'll be my first time beyond the barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. What? Hildebrand, what are you doing?
Inspector, you're all glowy tingly.
Must be the lightning round I hit you with. The after effects can linger for a while, I'm afraid. No need for concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to have improved my circulation. I feel hairer than I have in recent memory. You really are an oddball.
What the? Ah! But, buddy. I must say, Detective, I hadn't expected your hardened self to suffer from a fear of insects. And such adorable ones, too. They're not just any insects, they're Oglops, bringers of death and disease. Get a hold of yourself now. An egg will set you straight. You fool! You didn't bring any! Not a single one! It all! Oh dear, never have I seen such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Nashu? Nashu? Are you cooking up an actual egg? Looks like maybe. Think you could boil this to the good detective's liking? Yeah, I am a cook. I think I can hard boil an egg. This is ridiculous. Put egg in pot. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. No more, no less. I was wondering if it was gonna have me choose the amount of time. That is a glowing egg. This isn't another trick, is it? Well, I'll chance it. I mean, I boiled it for 12 minutes. The texture of the yolk, firm and assured. Not untested, but not broken down by the weight of the world. The essence of a survivor. You're a woman that knows the score, Janasia. I'm glad to have you at my back. Looks like you boil it just right. Well done. Yay. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it, Janasia. I had every confidence you could aid the good detective, my dear assistants. Come, let us continue on. What is up with those insects? So this is the outside world. It's gonna take some getting used to being under a sky without limits. Right. We should begin by talking to the locals. That a town I see over there?
Yeah.
Shishinoezi Springs, eh? As good a place as any. Come on, let's go.
Shigani. Neapolitaner. Bro, you don't want none of this. You hear me? Look at this. Dead.
An old-fashioned place, this. But it's got a ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyway, let's split up and ask around. See if there's been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come and tell me.
Alright, guess we'll ask around. Dunawatan officer. As a matter of fact, there's been a spate of vandalism targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have so much as a lead. Baffled as we are, we've posted a generous bounty. Information's welcome too, of course. So if you see any suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Seems like we're in the right place. Oh yes, I heard that a barn was destroyed the other day. Smashed to pieces by all counts. Why would anyone do such a senseless thing? Who knows?
Vandalism? Don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up some of our drilling equipment. I pour my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running, so it had me seeing red. Ceruleum's our livelihood, so the perpetrator can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my words.
It likely is. Guys, please leave this poor man alone. He seems very frightened.
Hey, managed to learn anything?
There's been some vandalism.
We heard much the same. Our vandals been busy.
By the by, have you seen Nashu? I'm not sure where she's gone.
You serious? How can you not know where your own assistant is? We better split up and find her.
You! Oh yes, Stalker, you know where she's at. What's going on, Nashu? Oh, hello there, Gymnasia. I could use a little help. What's going on?
I say, Noshu, have you been making new friends?
Know her, do you? And all the chaos she's been sowing too, no doubt.
Whatever do you mean?
Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing them bombs. That's right. She's the one been blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the umpteenth time, they're not bombs, they're medicine!
Yeah, verily. Though they may look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact potent restoratives. My assistant is not the vandal you seek.
That's the stupidest I've ever heard. Exploding medicine? Ha! Let's all take
a deep breath now. No need to get so hot and bothered. We can talk this through. Resolve things peacefully.
I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. She's the vandal and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you.
If you're not willing to be civil, then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Detective, wait! I am emphatically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner. These kids wouldn't know a gentleman if he shot him in the rear. Don't waste your breath.
You asked for it, old man. You want a duel, I'll give you a duel.
Just remember that you had other options. Now we're gonna need witnesses, so let's take it elsewhere.
Can they not just take my word for it? You know, me, the warrior of light, the savior of the universe?
Don't worry your little head. It ain't to the death. Ill at ease though I am with Detective Hardiboild's chosen approach, it seems we must defer to him.
Uh-oh. Serious time. Also, does he have like a splotch of blood on his chin there?
He puts on a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes, he'll rush to finish it. What's that red smudge? Had yourself some poached eggs smothered in tomato sauce, did you? A soft choice for a soft... Not the least bit phased. Hard recognizes hard. And I can tell you're a woman who's been to and back. Even I could learn a thing or two from you. Whoa, whoa! You kidding me? All this fuss over you and you're having a snooze? You've got Moxie doll face, just like her. Dream sweet dreams now.
still charged with lightning. That's impressive in its own way. But never mind that all for now. I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm like most carried in these parts. Watch the barrel, dodge the bullet. Luscious locks for a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince, but a bar of soap is all I need. I've seen enough. This one's in the bag.
Absolutely insane. Insane. On the old laws. Long as you win, it don't matter now. Excuse you? Just pulling in Matrix references now. Who the are you?
What's going on here? What's going on here? So that's the way of it. But non-lethal rounds and no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this will be treated as an illegal gunfight, and the guilt falls on the side that drew first. You lot are coming with me.
You three live here. You know that there's a sheriff.
Nah. It seems this all began when they saw the lady with what looked like bombs, and assumed she was the vandal. While you don't strike me as a miscreant, I'd like to examine the objects for good measure.
Not shoot. Nah, she, those are bombs.
I must say, it does look like a bomb. An understandable, if unfortunate misunderstanding, despite its worrisome appearance. I assure you, good sir.
Oh, that's the lightning sparking. I was like, is that the fuse going already?
I assure you, good sir, that this is a bespoke medicine that rejuvenates me when I am feeling poorly. That's a bomb! Or I was born yesterday! I feel like a new man! 'Tis as if I walked upon a cloud! Enough of that hogwash! Well, this alone doesn't prove she's the vandal. We're gonna keep her in the jailhouse till we know more.
Are meals served at this jailhouse?
Well, that they are.
See you! Do.
I will come for you, Nashu. I will find the true criminal and clear your good name, this I swear!
You. Insane. On the trail of destruction. Where it concerns his assistant, or his assistant's well-being, not even Inspector Hildebrand can maintain his customary aplomb.
I cannot bear to imagine sweet, innocent Nashu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame. But setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend. Apparently, it has appeared near a settlement called Lure Them in Your Trousers. What? It's Luetinin Yawauza. You need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah. That's what I meant. Luetininya Wassa. Come on, let's see what we can find out there.
You two.
Let's question the locals about Wolfman's sightings. Should be straightforward enough. So we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started.
Alright.
Ready? Then lead the way.
We'll start with this.
Wood ovens, eh? Unheard of in Solution 9. We do all our cooking with electric appliances. That said, the smoke might give egg a nice flavor. I'll have to look into it when I get the chance. Mother used to roast whole Myotragus in a giant oven. She was partial to the billies for the flavor, but I found them a little tough. That has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you.
Of course.
I saw it all right. A wolf-like fiend I'd never seen before. They've made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested.
'Twould seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would it not hunt for its own food?
Whatever it is now, it used to be a man. Wouldn't be odd if it still ate like one. And if it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to Solomon's for its meals. You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. Was a real surprise when our worlds merged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she was still. Never mind.
The motif on these dwellings is simple, yet elegant. Father would appreciate their artistry. He isn't here, is he?
I think you're safe, Hildebrand. I don't see Godbert here. Currently.
What I saw wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squealing at me as if it was trying to say something.
Oh, I dare say this is a promising new lead. I have it! This creature is a minion of the Vandalist Wolfman!
You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True View, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case.
Huh.
The wolf-like fiend? I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's Lunyukaya territory. But I go there to gather cactus. And the past few times I did, I saw the creature heading towards the gorge. Even the Lunyukaupias give it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed.
Our fugitive might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's go take a look.
So Hardiboiled, what do you think about the T-Rexes? The Triceratops? And the pterodactyl?
The coffee loa doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it says its head, or where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you can come and tell me.
Alright, time to split up. local varmint. I see. I'm gonna go and check these bushes over here. Sack of produce.
The sack is laden with vegetables, likely those which the fugitive took from
Luatininiyawasa. Excuse me, little insect. What are you doing with that piece of paper?
crude words have been scrawled on the piece of paper. An uglop loiters nearby, as if regarding the paper and you. The uglop scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper, which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. What's over here? Liquor bottle. The liquor bottle has long since been drained to the last drop. Perhaps it was purloined by the fugitive. There do not appear to be any more clues in the vicinity. Hardiboiled will want to take stock of your discoveries. That he will. Wonder what Hildebrand's learning from that vocal varmint. I found this empty liquor bottle. What about you?
I also found an empty liquor bottle, and also a sack of produce, and also a diary entry.
Good work, Genasia. The bottles and the produce must have been taken from Luatininiyawasa. As for the piece of paper... These are diary entries, all right. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments, well before anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength is truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put on a bigger show, and will provide barrels of ceruleum for the job. This is going to be my tour de force. So it's as we suspected. Like the thieving Cyclops, the vandalizing Kafiloa is working for the researcher. But I must say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open, where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find, is rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around, served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt. To do it again, knowing full well how it led to his downfall. Perhaps he has some sort of clever design. Or perhaps... he's just an idiot. At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels of ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiniest spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delights, so I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. With a flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water rounds as well. So if push comes to shove, I'll give the wanton wolfman a hosing down. Well now, that is a wondrous gadget indeed. Yet, be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. solving cases in a manner befitting a gentleman. Such is the creed of Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did. As a rule, I don't talk about my past. But if there was ever a time to break that rule, now would be it.
Backstory.
I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own Nashu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the crime king because of me, because I was too soft. The crime kings descended from a line of mages. Carnelian's his real name. And he can wield powerful magic with a whispered word and a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant. But then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carnelian needed. He cast a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood if my assistant hadn't leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. I was able to catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the at large again, in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft, or one day you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the Vandals here. But what is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert the Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find them.
Yeah.
Kusatowi, eh? Right then, let's head over there. To think that the detective had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words.
Just be your usual gentlemanly self.
You are right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself.
I'm calling it right now, with their talk about a single spark could set off all that ceruleum. Hildebrand is gonna spark up again, and it's gonna set off that explosion, and he's gonna go flying. That's my prediction. I mean, you know the ceruleum's gonna explode, for sure. did the Mistwake dungeon again, and I got this Visor of Fending, which looks more like a mage's hood to me. But apparently it's tankier. Not as good, obviously, as my 770 heavyweight headgear of Fending. But I can throw it in my glamour chest to glamour for whatever outfit I want. Kamaka. We got news.
Stay strong, Nashu. Soon you will be free.
This taco is amazing.
Stay strong, Nashu.
Ah, it's you lot. What is it?
We have diary entries. We found the stolen food and liquor bottles.
I'll be just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They've declared that the train's their next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat is real. Then we need to get to Shaloni Station right away. Indeed. I'll gather my men and hurry there.
As for Nashu, 'twould be best if she remained here for now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence, whatever may await us. I believe that we must strive for a gentlemanly resolution.
The Vandal never used to announce his targets. The Vandal never used to announce his targets. This reeks like a rotten egg.
Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train.
Uh-huh.
We're on it. Get somewhere safe.
Time to set your gun to water and put out that torch.
We have you at last, from gentleman to detective.
Over there, a dame in distress. Of all the times to be out of charge. give a man a fright, will you? Hold it right there. Try anything funny, and I'll torch those barrels. They're filled to the brim with ceruleum, enough to blow us all sky high. There's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy it. Huh? Ah!
Wait! We must extinguish the fire!
You think you're doing?
I shall stop this runaway wolf train! Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
I fear he is disinclined to stop!
They're coming back. And they're headed straight for the engine. If only I could use my gun.
What the? What are you two thinking? Hildebrand? Choo! Hildebrand? What? Hey Hildebrand, what happened to...
A Mandeville man and his electrifying handstand!
What happened to you abhorring violence? Absolutely insane.
You did good, Softy. You did good.
You as well, Detective. You as well.
Alright guys, we should probably move this ceruleum. We should probably move that ceruleum.
I thought I was done for. I owe you my life. You don't know anything either. I'm afraid not. I was only doing as I was told.
Then the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. This chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dust Watch. You will be safe in their care, and receive regular meals besides.
All right, I'll go quietly. Apologies for the delay. I see you have the situation well in hand. So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help. Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh? Is that so? Understood. He'll be treated with due dignity. You're still soft, Hardiboiled, as you always were. I wasn't expecting an interruption so soon. But no matter. The commotion is drawing you all here as intended. You're Carnelian. Out of charge. The villain disguised himself as one of my men and knocked me out. The rest I believe you know. It seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher. And this was just a diversion. What's that bastard's game? Let's head back. Husatawi. Let's head back Husatawi for now. Not head back to Husatawi, just head back Husatawi. That's a saying we have around here. We have to set your friend free, after all. My men can clean up things here. Right, let's get the lady out of her cell.
Oh, Nashu, such an ordeal that must have been.
Oh yes, the hors d'oeuvres were quite tasty. Sheriff, we have a situation. A large shipment of ceruleum has been stolen from Shishinowizi.
What?
It appears the thief struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station.
So that was the true target.
First Electrope, now Ceruleum. What does he need all those resources for? As for Carnelian, he ain't the sort to do someone else's bidding. You can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served. The next time, my gun will be ready.
You know something about these happenings by the sound of it.
I have been investigating thievery, vandalism, dangerous deeds done by fiendish men.
So this extends beyond Shaloni. Even if we had the manpower, the Dust Watch can't go traipsing about in other jurisdictions. So I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands.
Yeah, you can leave it too.
Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire! I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violent finesse!
We'd be grateful, naturally. My men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shaloni. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know.
Come on, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even 2.
This man and his hard-boiled eggs. Let's find out how much more I need to this one. Let's find out how much more Hildebrand Hardiboiled hijinks there are.
Home. I don't mind it out in the wilds, but for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats this neon-lit city. Now, I'll head back to working on the storage device. Check in from time to time in case I've found us a new lead.
Meanwhile, let us continue along our own lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself for your assistant, detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you.
What would a soft-boiled dope know? Just take care of your own, eh? insect. Quest complete. Meanwhile, in Shaloni.
Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Kanalaka's achievements will be meaningless. Next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives have served me well indeed.
And you me. Curious about my gun, are you? Come on, come now. No need to be shy. She's a Molt Python Maximum fitted with a custom short barrel. Being made of electro, she can convert her lightning charge to fire rounds in other energies. The double action trigger means she's as fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilated ribs help keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things really heat up. What's up with that cobbler? The recoil spring guide rod takes the edge off her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves too.
Are you getting sleepy? Because I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything in particular to say about my alchemy tools. Till next time!
See you, Inspector.
Uh-huh. Ridiculous. Is that... I think that's it for Hildebrand Adventures for now. Well, how about that? Let's... My goodness. So much Arcadian going on. Let's see about getting the next god fight. North Silvertier. Look at that funky little weather. It's a gloom. Omphalos. Hey, Carl. I'm here to fight some more gods, probably.
Crown wishes to take stock of the situation. A define dilemma.
Greetings. I'm Kryle of the students of Baldesian. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Derek, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? Oh. Little monkey.
I am Derek, and this here is Baby Opopo.
Adorable.
Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name?
None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow one, for that would be condescending.
I see. That's very considerate of you. So, I understand you explored the various phantom realms with Derek. Will you recount to me the experience?
Yeah, I totally remember traversing the Phantom Realms. So, while the gods tested you sorely, you did not sense any malicious intent. As Beergot said, they wish to do battle with us, but 'twould seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. Though much and more about this perplexes, mayhap 'tis safe to assume that they are not primals. As you may recall, Living Way once told us that the art of summoning, as taught by the Asians, incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbour no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those that have been summoned in recent memory. We might suppose that they are created in antiquity, in like manner to Hyperlin, but there is no way to prove it.
Who could they possibly be? And why do they desire to battle, or why do they desire battle with man?
Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance.
That Emmett Selk.
Emmett Selk did say that, didn't he? By which we may assume he knew the truth, and challenged you to seek it out too. Suffice it to say, you'll do so, of course.
Smile.
Insofar as we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Baldesian formally accept the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12.
I'm pleased to hear that, thank you.
Without further ado, then, I will take a look around. There are a few things I'm curious about.
Then, with your permission, I will take myself around Eorzea and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. Genosia, Derek, seeing as you've already seen this place, would you care to accompany me?
Alright.
By all means. In which case... Could you stay here with Kryle, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone.
Ook, ook. I shall be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck.
Where are we going first, Gaha?
So, to explain my plan, 'tis believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the Third Astral Era, when the Allegan Empire flourished. Come the Fifth Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Eorzea, with some notable regional differences. For instance, Ishgardians hold Halone as absolute, while Sharlians enjoy a moderate relationship with Thaliak. By visiting various locations in Eorzea and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. In so doing, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we take ourselves to Rolga's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer, and promises to yield useful details.
Alright. To Rolga's Reach.
And you know what, I might as well use one of my many aetheryte passes. Lessen the cost if we're gonna be jumping around Eorzea. Waiting.
There you are, Genosio. This place served as the base of operations for your investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems you enjoy traveling with company. I do. It's something I had dreamed of for a long time.
There's nothing like traveling with good friends. Smile.
Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? Aye. In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before, on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Now that I think on it, more often than not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. Then I dare to hope we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Rolga's Reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Rolga. Raised by the Mad King Theodoric, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let us split up and make inquiries, and reconvene here afterwards to share findings.
Alright, guess I'll go and investigate the monument here.
You read the words inscribed on the monument.
A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. For no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach.
Once upon a time, Lise explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for the strife and sorrow that will inevitably come.
Uh-huh. That was a while ago. I mean, Derek's already talking to this guy, but I guess I'll talk to him too.
Oh, if it isn't Genasia! Is this man perchance a friend of yours? When last he visited, he shared with me the tales he heard on his journeys. And what amazing tales they were! If you have time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we're in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Ralga and seek literature on the subject. Religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone, sadly. Destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. But we haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the Destroyer. The tales we share at the campfire. Like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things. And they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. I see. If you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear your stories this time. Genasia, rest assured I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were.
Alright. Oh, I gotta go to the other side. Nope. Can't ride my bike through this water. Hey, Manago.
Scholarly woman.
Yes? If you have business, please make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now.
Forgive me my delay, says question marks.
Why, if it isn't the adventurer who kindly escorted me to the Temple of the Fist! Are you studying monks too, perchance? If so, you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things are finer than joining heads with like-minded folk.
Well, I'm looking for information on Ralger.
Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Ralger. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing, and was recovered by a monk named Weithergelt.
Weithergelt. I believe I'm familiar with him.
I went to the trouble of having this made for my colleague, only for her to say she doesn't need it, so I will offer it to you instead. Lest you forget, this is your passion, not mine. I'm simply assisting you as a favor, and I'd thank you not to put us in danger. Ah, but danger is the crucible in which the monk tempers body and mind. Ah, it's so sublime, monks. Uh-huh. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ah, can't jump over the fire. No fun. Whee! Waiting. Waiting.
Geosia, what were you able to learn?
Well, I got a manuscript. Or scripture.
A copy of one of the scriptures, you say? A moment while I skim over it.
Skim over the scripture? I feel like that'll take more than a moment.
I see. This chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Rolga, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge of the sixth umbral calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Alamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing that it was sent by Rolga, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have caught sight of Rolga himself. Their accounts were passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the destroyer pieced them together to give shape to yonder statue. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Rolga a primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Rolga's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scripture is to be believed, it was the sightings during the sixth umbral calamity. Yet, for those witnesses to be able to recognize Rolga, they would have needed an agreed-upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of 12 worship, that it already existed in the third astral era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths, or are they primals born of them?
I thought we had made it clear. We are not summoned beings.
You just gonna show up here?
Yep.
What? Hi.
Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across the ocean. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. 'Tis not unusual for mortals to glimpse us.
That voice, could they be?
Indeed, I am Birgot, and the hawk beside me is Rolga. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. Yet though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest, when the surrounding ether is unstable. In such a time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us.
Of course. During an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the Phantom Realm.
Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing. But that's a sound assumption to make. Well, dear Gus, I believe that much shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception. Shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Farewell, children of the man.
Off they go.
Aside from their reticence, where it concerns their identity and objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. If what they said was true, and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Rhalgr is often observed to bear many similarities with Ramu. Assuming both were inspired by the Rhalgr of the Phantom Realm, their divergence may be attributable to differences in culture between man and sylph. Do you believe that they gave rise to the prevailing faiths of Eorzea? Given available evidence, yes, I'm inclined to. Yet, none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? Oh, 'tis you, Cryle. Has something happened? Truly? Very well, I shall take care of it. Cryle has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation, an authority on mythology. I must go and receive her at the Sunken Temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork. After a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, Thanolin is home to countless adherents of Nalthal. While I tend to business, may I ask you the two of you to make inquiries in Uldar? Very well. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I'm able. By your leave.
Off he goes. Let's go to Uldar now.
So it's to be just you and me in Uldar. I suppose it can't be helped.
Apprehension is writ plain upon Derek's face. What strange manners for the one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie, I'm not given to working one-on-one with another, but I suppose I agreed to this arrangement.
Well, we had best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth Sacrarium is still closed for construction, so let us try our luck at Arzaneth Ossuo. You have no objection to travelling separately, I trust? Good. I shall see you in Uldar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna instantly teleport there, so not much traveling going on. To the ossuary. The Black Mage Guild.
Oh, you're here.
Yup.
Of the deific twins, Nalthal, here they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, Nald keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organizations. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Uldar could be home to such spiritual people, but it is actually quite logical when one considers that their religion is, in essence, commerce. In any event, Nalthal is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Did I mishear? Did he just say they encountered Nalthal?
Oh boy.
But, and while his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature.
We're starting to attract attention.
Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. Did that person over there just say they encountered Nalthal?
Maybe?
It was careless of me to openly speak of our encounter with a divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon, I shall exercise great caution. I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion, and ask that you keep it between us.
Sure.
Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the Nalthal as worshipped by men appears somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Grahatir. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple? He mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively. Wouldn't you agree? Then let us head to the sunken temple of Karn at once.
You're just uncomfortable with small talk. Lies, I literally just flew a bit higher. It's always saying it. It's all like, you can't fly any higher than this. Really? Because I can fly a lot higher than that. Before I hit the ceiling. You liar. Oh, Yo, Scholar.
You're here, thank goodness. I found this woman collapsed. Though I can see no obvious injuries, by her attire she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food, in my bag, please. I see, Gelosia. May I trouble you to find her bag? I will stand lookout in the meantime.
Ah. Examining the bag, you find a skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no provender. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman.
So thirsty, so hungry.
Here's a little water that's left in your bag. But no food, sorry to say.
Not enough food. I need food. I have not safe dried meat, tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume?
I don't know. Oh, hey! Graha, do you have any food on you?
Gelosia, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Actually, that can wait. Steady, Snowgame. I've brought you Archon loaf and coffee. Made sweet and creamy, just as you like it.
What's with those sounds?
I am reborn! Washed down with a sweet beverage, the life-giving nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However you knew my preferred source of sustenance, you are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's for my research into the Bellardians' worship of Azima, you see. Haven't you heard from Kryle? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon your expertise. May I introduce Snowgame, expert mythologist. She is a collaborator of the students and, like many, a Charlian scholar, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm?
Yeah, so I went to this Phantom Realm, and the 12 were there. Or at least they claim to be the 12, and they want to fight me.
The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm. And you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible. And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire are depicted in legend. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Etherology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. But more than that, I'm dying to know more. Which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. Ahem. We would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then, let us head to the Omphalos. Kryle awaits us there.
to the Omphalos to probably unlock more fights. Mordana, Revenant's Toe. Still full of gloom. What a weird weather. The Omphalos. Hey, Kryle. We have returned.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snowgome. I'm glad you could join us. Kryle, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But may I say what a lovely place this is. At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the seventh heaven. And if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit.
For Snowgime's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and thence deliberate the next step. So, we have learned that it seems, by all accounts, that these are indeed beings that are not primals, and are quite powerful in their own respects. The gods reappeared before us in Rolga's Reach, though they were disguised as unassuming creatures. Their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm. Yet, in the event the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Uldar, the Naldthal worshipped by people and the Naldthal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the Omphalos, two things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to an elementally aspected heaven, and we stand in the 7th heaven, as Snowgame says, what then lies beyond that last gate? The second is this monument. It harbours some manner of magic, unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavour to decipher it, but it will take some time. Divinities that have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favour us with more of their secrets, 'twould seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery.
Indeed. Much and more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. As I'm sure you'll agree, though, this is tiring work, both mentally and physically. We need to pace ourselves. To which end, might I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation? Woo!
delicious food. Some chicken legs and some skewers and coffee with a lot of sugar. Fried fish. Or roasted fish? I don't know.
So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like.
Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the Seventh Heaven.
Fitting? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. The seventh and highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining six, was right here in Mordana all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends. It's destiny.
Uh-huh.
You are obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them.
Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable.
Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such a lively... Sorry. By the way, the two of you arrived at the sunken temple rather quickly. Did something happen?
No, we just, we're very quick to do our job.
Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time to return to the annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. Then I shall take myself to the Omphalos. There's so much more that I'd like to see.
And I believe I will go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here.
All right, do take care now.
Derek. Oh, Geosia, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern. It makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured, I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you.
Return to the Phantom Realm. Derek betrays a gleam in his eyes at the sight of you.
Oh, greetings, Geosia. If you've come to ask about developments in our Phantom Realm investigation, then your timing couldn't be better. A short while ago, I received word from Grahatia. He and Kryl have completed their preparations in Charlene and are ready to resume fieldwork. Even as we speak, they make their way hither. Let's wait for them together, shall we?
It is about time for another raid. Every raid series seems to follow a similar pattern of Introduction, raid, story bits, then then I'll wait for the next patch, and then a little bit of story bit and raid, and then a bit more story bit, wait for the next patch, so on. Ah, there they are. Graha, what are you up to, Graha? Do you need some help? Hi, Kryle. Graha? Also, is that a Gleaner outfit? What in the heavens are you carrying?
This, my friends, is the latest technological marvel to come out of Charlian. I give you the etheric analyzer. Holding it thus, you take a measure of the ambient ether, whose waveform is then recorded by the etherotranscriber at the back. This provides us with detailed data on the environment, which we can study at our leisure. As you know, the Phantom Realms are hidden by illusions. In order to ascertain their nature, I suggested to Kryle that we record the data with proper equipment. Alas, said equipment is tremendously cumbersome. Raha has done well to bring it here in one piece, and as expensive as it doubtless is, I hope we can return it in the same condition. Return it? Yes, to the Forum. In approving our investigation, they granted us use of the device in addition to their financial backing. Despite the students' greatly reduced scale, the Forum has faith in our endeavours. Thus did the approval notice declare, I'm proud to say. We owe much of this goodwill to the Scions, yourself not least of all. That being said, we can't depend on the Forum indefinitely. No, we must stand on our own 2 feet again. And it begins with our efforts in this investigation. The 12 are meant to be Eorzea's guardian deities, yet they seek battle with mankind. What could it possibly be that motivates them?
What indeed?
In treating with them earnestly, I am hopeful that we will find the answer. Well, we shouldn't keep Snowgun waiting. Without further ado, let's join her in the Omphalos.
Would you like some help with that, Graha? You seem to be struggling to carry that weight. And I've got in fact, actually, Graha, I've got a car. You can just load it into the back of my car here. We'll vroom on down to Omphalos. Can even give you a ride.
So bright.
Smile.
Snugine. Welcome back. Well now, if that isn't the etheric analyzer, you've done well to get a hold of it.
Indeed. We're duly grateful to the Forum for the loan. It's no small thing to be locking about, but I've always wanted to try it.
If you are ready, Raha, you may proceed with measuring the ether of the Phantom Realm. Junosia, please assist him, will you? In the meantime, I have a mind to further examine the monument with Snowguide. How does that sound? Like a plan. As a matter of fact, I've already done a little bit of work on that front. As you previously determined, the monument harbors some manner of magic, and this magic, I've since found, takes the form of an epigraph. By consulting experts in the field of archaeology, I was able to make a discovery. Oh yes, a most startling discovery. That is, the epigraph is largely incomplete, so we can't read it.
Uh-huh. So you didn't make a discovery?
Ah, but see, establishing what one doesn't know is also an important step in research. For a blessing, the language used doesn't appear to be completely unknown. If we can but fill in the missing information, it should be possible to make sense of it.
But where do we even begin looking for such information?
Why, we ask the gods themselves, of course. By giving them the battle they desire. We're doing them a favor, are we not? That being the case, I dare say they would grace us with their presence if called. Please, come with me.
Well, Graha, looks like you're running the readings yourself. I'm gonna be busy fighting gods.
Oh, the things I would ask them if they really did appear.
Uh-huh.
Now, going by astrology, the heaven of earth should be the next to open. And it just so happens I know the perfect incantation for this purpose.
Oh, yeah?
Open Montoy! It's a time-honored charm passed down in Gridania, whose patron is Norfolka, one of the deities said to dwell in the heaven of earth. Come, everyone, say it with me.
Hang on. My camera keeps slowly lagging behind.
Open Montoy! Open Montoy!
Here comes Nafaka. Hello.
What delightful children you are. I too have desired to speak with you. I too have desired to speak with you. By the 12, it's her! It's really her! She looks precisely as depicted in legend. Amazing!
This too is Yuri.
'Tis an honor to meet you, Nothika. If I may, what is it that you wish to speak about? You seek to decipher the monument, do you not? If you face more of us in battle, I myself included, we shall grant you the key to unlocking that mystery. We would of course be much obliged for such a gift, but are you certain? The gods before were not exactly forthcoming with your secrets. Closely have we watched you from our respective sanctums. Watched as you faced us and pursued the truth with pure hearts and minds. In light of what we have seen, we have concluded thus. Even should you uncover the monument's purpose, you would still be willing to lend us your aid. Help us to fulfill our heart's desire, and so too shall we grant you yours. I look forward to receiving you in my sanctum, my dear children.
Here we go.
Bam, 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 bam.
Hey, Graha. The original plan was to revisit the heavens of lightning and fire. But I believe all would agree that we should prioritize Nothika's invitation. Yup.
Well, Snowguy, your charm did the trick. The way to another heaven lies open, and beyond it, the truth of the monument.
Yeah.
I can scarcely wait to pore over the etheric data. Raha, Genasia, I leave it in your capable hands. As for you, Derek, may we rely on your guidance once more?
Now that we know what awaits, I do not feel my presence is necessary. On the contrary, I would only be a burden.
As you wish, of course. We can still count on you to pray for our friends, though, I trust. Pray to whom, Kryl? Pray to whom? Exactly.
I'm glad that I can join you this time, Genosio. Encumbered as I am with the analyzer, I fear I won't be able to assist in battle. But I shall do my part and secure the data we need. Euphrosyne, now available. Euphrosyne. Well, first we'll see if we can just pop it. Average wait time 24 minutes. May have to withdraw from that. and instead set up a party finder. See if anyone's willing to pop into Euphrosyne. How to word it? I got shoved to the second page. Not ideal. Kobe Strats SC Skip. Mount Farm. Anabasos the 12th Circle. Savage. Average item level 750. Wait a minute. No, that was... For some reason I was thinking Abyssos was me, and no, I'm Euphrosyne. I was like, why is this person's name on my No. There's an 8th Circle Savage going. Fresh but studied Kobe. Well, I figure we'll try for a little bit, see if we can get anybody to join up. I don't think it's very likely. Because there's a lot of Arcadian going. I think maybe we just cancel that and just try the duty finder. We'll leave that on for a bit. While we leave it on, we'll just do a little bit of dailies. Level 99, we're getting real close. Oh boy. Time to ride the manatee. Although they're not called manatees, but I mean, look, that's a manatee right there. Come on. Some magical flying manatee. Hello, enthusiast.
Wow! Look at that, so powerful, so graceful, and the way the water sparkles, it's so pretty. It's worth taking the tour just for this. The Punyuiti seems to be enjoying herself too. She must be working with you.
Uh-huh. Getting pretty close to having Ninja be also level 100. Just another 21 million XP is all. Alright, gotta... Hey, Moblin Tour Guide. Yes, tongue flaps and things. I believe this thing down here is going to be a fight with a warble. Yep. Nice. Too many fires.
Welcome to Many Fires, once used as a base camp for the workers building the flight of wingless. It eventually became a short stop for weary travelers. Following Turiola's foundation and Gululchacha's coronation, it was the Dawn Servant who ordered the Great Stairs construction. What began as a request from Kozamauka's peoples soon became a national enterprise, and even the Yokoi participated in the communal building effort. The project promised to enliven the region with much trade and traffic. Mobby heard from Grand Mobby that neighbors came together in mutual thanks-sharing and joy-spreading in a celebration that lasted 3 entire days. As predicted, the stairs brought new prosperity to Kozamauka. But this good living ended when the storm smash-dashed the structure to kindling. This is why we Moblins are grateful for the Turali Travel Agency and their Looky Tours for reinvigorating both upriver and down. Thank you for helping Mobby practice his tongue flaps. He still has queasy guts at the thought of guiding a group, but he feels much better about it now.
You're welcome, little guy. Helping him with his stage fright. Yippee! We're almost halfway there now. Went from 2,000 to 9, or sorry, 2 million to 9 million. switch to Paladin now because we're gonna go to the first. Winnie! Yes, I need 3 of your missions, please. Oh, I was like, I only see 2. Where's the third? It's down there. That's where it is. Alright, shiny pebble. Hostile presence. The greedy foot. Holy Spirit. Nice. Whoops. This way. Down we go. Not that far down. Gotta check this fish trap. Nice. What are we looking for over here? Another fight. Ice water Undine. Yeah. I do kind of like the paladin. Feels pretty nice in these later levels. And I do appreciate that it has a stun, but oftentimes I forget to use it because I'm just wailing away on an enemy and then like it uses AoE at the same time that I use an attack, so I have to wait too long before the cooldown comes off for shield bash, so it's too late to use it anyway. Or you're fighting a boss and it's like, are they even gonna get stunned? Probably not. So it doesn't get much use.
So, what have you got for me?
Fishville trap.
Oh yes, these are rainbow twinkle trout. That's what we'll call them. I have big plans for you, little ones. You won't be swimming in boring cold or boring old water like all the other fish. You'll be soaring through the skies of Limeg. And if we catch some more of these, they can all fly together to make a giant fish rainbow. Ha ha! It's no wonder everyone thinks I'm a genius.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Indeed. Improving society somewhat. Somewhat. That takes care of this place for today. Getting close to having level 80 tanks. Paladin, Warrior, Gunbreaker. Getting there. But next up is to go to the fringes. With our blue mage here. Ashana. I need jobs. Please. Looks like the party finder has only 2 DPS and myself.
Animal fodder.
Ancient married. Food for you. This one. Emergency. What? Need more? What a greedy, gluttonous little martyr you are. As best you can judge, it has had its fill. Good. One job down. Two to go. Yeah, if we don't form a party by the time I'm done with these fringes dailies, then I'll probably call it quits. Okay, I was like, water or explosives? Water or explosives? Also, we should apply our toad oil. Surveying. An explosion, a shower of sand. Song of Torment. Excellent. With an eruption. Sonic Boom. And also, Serpenaka. 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 4 times. Spike Wind. Need it. You know what? The Ram's voice. That's right. Don't mess with the blue mage. Yeah. Mountain Zoo fits better with the blue mage. The Baja Bird. The Baja Fell Beast. What's here? Ha. Surveying. You. Song of Torment. Eruption. Serpenaka, Serpenaka, Serpenaka. What? Oh, I'm supposed to do a thing. Water. Bleh. Subdued. Go to the next one. Oh! Hold up. Here we go. Commence. I'm surprised. Well then. Light party. Full party. Hey, Graha. Euphrasia. What a wonderful place. Of course she has a scythe. Yep. That makes sense.
At last the time has come.
What? No Irish accent? Look at us. A merry band we make. Oh yeah, and I'm realizing that I didn't, when I did put up the party finder, it's a good thing I took it down, because it wasn't a full raid, you know, an alliance raid party finder.
Prove to me life's resolve.
Okay.
No true abundance Feel you, the heartbeat of the land.
A lot of people got hit by that.
Nourish the soil.
Inward? Yeah. Matrix harvest.
Reap the harvest. Let life flower and flourish.
Uh-huh. Forward march. I'm wondering about this forward march. Yeah, I thought so. I salt your earth, Nafaka.
Mine is the breath of the earth.
His song's even got some fiddling in it. Why does she not have an Irish accent? Do I go here? No. I don't. Okay, oh. I see. I get it. A little too late, but I get it. Supposed to stand in the zone that matches
My heart rejoices for our union.
the one that's about to go off. Well, it doesn't matter because she's dead unless she's got a second
Good
phase.
children, be strong for what awaits.
There's more. This is just the first fight. Still, that means I don't have to worry about.
All those phone stacks.
They're gone now.
By my authority, let the land be remade.
Yeah? Question marks? Let's go! Behemoth! Oh, he's dead. Just killed himself.
Forgive me, but I couldn't stay away.
It seems my sister shall be joining us.
Mia and Defense.
It is only fitting that we face you together.
I will spin your fate.
What? Drop cards? Do you want to... Oh, I want to look away from her, for sure. Do I want to pull her away? Yeah, spread them.
Have you the strength to defy fate?
The sands of time are mine to command.
Her attack go off? I guess it could.
I shall measure your worth. Surrender to my power.
Oh. What? Okay, wait. What was this do about that?
Drown in waters divine.
Yeah.
Pray to the stars on high.
Uh-oh.
Long have I awaited this moment.
I need to stand up. But we all need to stand up. Pushed her out. Now what is that? Look towards her?
This too is fate.
Oh, she's dead anyway, so. Guess it doesn't
Upon the
matter.
most exalted of battlefields you shall stand.
Come on. Heaven of ice.
We are come to a frozen domain, which means ice sculptures? Nay, there are more servants.
So much going on.
Summon your courage and press on.
'Tis all but certain that Helona waits.
I, the Fury, shall test your strength of spirit. All-piercing spear, drink deep of raging blizzards.
Okay.
For glory, you must be prepared to surrender your all.
Right side. Left side, outside. Alright. Outside. Inside.
You must do better than that against me.
Uh-huh. A lot of spears.
Victory must be seized with one's own hands.
Yeah? Okay.
In ice unyielding, now rest. Mine is the Aegis.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, but we're still here.
Ah, would that our clash could continue forever.
A little tricky with it now.
There is no retreat, only victory or defeat.
Poor Rad.
Yes, lose yourself in the joy of battle. Well fought, mortal.
Well,
Your next test awaits.
there I was mesmerizing, and I didn't need to. She was dead. Woo! The cold never bothered me anyway. Seems a little silly to split us up just to bring us right back together. Hi. Menfina. The lover.
Come bathe in the moon's tender glow.
Uh-huh. Now I'm ready.
Bear to me your lover's heart. Behold my power.
Very good music. Everybody seems to be gathering over here. I assume this is where we want to be. I see.
Lest you worry, 'tis naught I cannot handle.
Be there.
Is it too much for mortals, I wonder? Prepare yourself.
Oh.
Oh, King of Ice, have mercy upon them.
Got so much fiddling. Can't believe none of them had any Irish accents. It's all British. Everyone's British. Behind these? Oh, we want to attack these.
Love moves me to act.
Alright. That mare? No, it's Menfina, just in wolf form. Or with.
Let's delight in the simple things.
What?
Go on, play.
Oh. Fiddle away. Oh boy, thin ice. Define revelry.
Our dreams may yet become reality. Thank you.
What are your dreams? Woohoo!
Euphrosyne complete.
Foundation. So I'll need that. Greed. Need that. Okay, so I don't need multiple infinite cards. Dang, I didn't get any of the orchestrions. Or the minion. Just got some tink here.
You're both safe, thank goodness. You have the data then? Wonderful, wonderful! I don't suppose I could do the honors and replace the transcriber cartridge? I've always wanted to take a closer look.
Be my guest. Take care removing it now. We don't want anything to happen to the data. Oh?
Carefully does it. Come to me, oh knowledge divine, come to me.
What is that? It says. Ah! Wink! Ah!
Oh. It's alright. The cartridge is safe.
Let's finish the task before there are any more surprises. Fresh new cartridge inserted. Hello, y'all.
You have our gratitude for bringing us closer to achieving our dream.
Oh, Alfred, must you always be so formal? Although he has trouble expressing it, I assure you, my brother is absolutely giddy with joy.
Why are you here, Nafka? Have you not sufficiently amused yourself with the mortals?
I'm going to continue to give her an Irish accent because look at her. She's clearly Irish. Or Scottish. One of the two.
Not nearly. I would talk to them some more. Nafka promised you the key to deciphering the monument, did she not?
Yes, that's correct.
Then you would do well to hold in your minds that which harbors information.
Come now, brother. You need to speak plainer than that. To clarify, we shall create the objects you need, but your assistance is required to give them form. Worry not. Appearance has no effect on function. Just try to imagine that which, in your minds, is used to hold information.
Crystals. Books? Yeah, those do. Books do hold information. A map? What the? A tombstone!
There, these instruments shall be useful in your quest.
Across Eorzea lie eternal stones that hold the information required to complete the words of the monument. By holding an instrument out to a stone, it will take that information unto itself. We scatter these stones across the realm that mortals would not uncover our secrets. Of late, however, 'twould seem you have found alternate uses for them as objects of worship.
Could they be the marks of the 12?
Smile.
They are, aren't they? Oh, to think that they harbored information on the gods!
It seems we have our next destinations. Aside from the 3 city-states, I believe the marks are located in Kurthus and Mordona. I propose we split up, the quicker to finish the task.
I wish to come too. No, Menthina. Not to burn these children so. After all this time, we finally have a chance to speak with mortals, to learn about them from up close, and we're not like to have another.
I must say, I share Menthina's view.
Even you alone?
I'd like to learn about you too, and I believe I speak for all of us. By all means, let us travel together.
Music to my ears. We shall watch over you and see that you safely reach your destinations. Without further ado, then.
Not so fast! Did you think you could go frolicking without us? The others have our domain well in hand, so we are coming too.
Well now, far be it from us to stop you. Let us assume our disguise too, and then each choose a mortal to accompany.
Please, let it be something inconspicuous.
Look at them all.
I believe my destination is Thanolin. Then it's Lanasia for Raha, the 12's Wood for Kryle. And last but not least, Mordana and Carathis for Derek and Junia, or Junasia.
Will you be alright, Kryle?
I shall be fine, you needn't worry.
So I've got the bunny. And Derek has the ice wolf dragon thing? Hello?
We abided by the gods' selections, but why do you suppose the two of us were grouped together?
Why, because you make the most intriguing pair. The god-spelling hero and the world-faring explorer. I shall relish the chance to learn about both of you. Now then, the others have already set forth, so let us do the same. Aside from my own mark, I believe we'll find those of Thaliak and Malone in Mordana and Curtis.
Ook ook!
Oh my, what an adorable creature. Delighted to meet you, little one.
It seems to want to join us too. What an unusual company this has become. The gods truly know no inhibition. Forgive me, Genosia. I couldn't have anticipated this turn of events.
It's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, we'll get this next quest started in Heavenly Company.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let us seek out the marks at once.
Yes, no need to be so hasty. Shall we then, Genosia? The nearest mark is Thaliak's, just outside Mordana, if memory serves. It overlooks the lake at a place called Rathafrost. Quest accepted. But we shall continue that next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Yes. Another God raid done, which I believe should leave 2 more left. I would think. 1 or 2 more. These alliance raids here. Ba 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 ba. Let's take a look at the gear we got. Yes, hairpin for sure. Oh, I think this was from the first set, or the first one. Because it's called Pantheon. Circlet of Ending. Doesn't show up very much with my hairstyle. What about this one? Yeah, they look eh. And then didn't I get, yeah, some pants? They look princely. I think that's all I really got. Okay, well, oh, a Mistwake thing as well.
Max level 100 casting. And this one can actually be synthesized. Alright. But that will be it for today. Next stream will be on Monday for... Oh, what's going on with my webcam over here? Come on now. Next stream will be on Monday for more Ghost of Yote. And then Wednesday we'll be starting up Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X. I've got the remaster, HD remaster of 10 and 10-2, so we can play that. And yeah, there's not a whole lot left to do here in 14 until the next patch, aside from fighting more gods and continuing their little quest line here. So next Saturday will be, I believe, yeah, that's only the 10th, so yes. Next Saturday we'll be jumping back in. Looks like Graha left the analyzer over here. But we'll be jumping back in, continuing this little God's quest line with the 12. But regardless, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.